press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children. Okay, here in this class we are going to start a new lesson, that is major domains of the earth. So we are going to see here what are the major domains of earth. So we'll start the lesson now. As you have read in the first chapter, the earth is the only planet which has the life. So in the first lesson we have learned that earth is the only planet which has the life. So our earth is the only planet which has the life, right? Yes. Human beings can live here because the life sustaining elements of land, water and air are present on the earth. Earth is called as the only planet which has the life, right? Why does the life exist only on the earth? Because it contains water, air and the land. For the survival of any people, water, air and the land are very essential. Earth has all these things. That is why earth is suitable for the life on its. Okay, so earth has water, air and the land. That is why life exists only on the earth. Okay, ಏನಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಾಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವಗಳು ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಜೀವಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು, ನೀರಿರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ಈ ಅರ್ತ್ is the only planet which contain all these things which made easier for the existence of a life on the earth. The surface of the earth is complex zone in which three main components of the environment meet, overlap and interact. So the surface of earth is a complex zone in which three main components of the environment meet, overlap and the interact. So on the surface of the earth, three main components will interact. So earth is called as a complex zone. The solid portion of earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. What is the lithosphere? Lithosphere, it is the solid portion of earth on which we live. So lithosphere, it is the solid portion of the earth on which we live. So this is one of the major domains of earth. We know that there are major domains of earth. In that, lithosphere is also one of the major domain. What is lithosphere? Lithosphere, it is a solid portion of earth on which we live. So lithosphere is a solid portion of earth on which we live. Lithosphere ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗದ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಪದರ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The gaseous layers that surround the earth is the atmosphere. So, the gaseous layers that surrounds the earth's surface, that we call it as a atmosphere. So, it is another domain of earth, which means a gaseous layer which surrounds the earth's surface. Okay. So, now we have seen two domains, that is lithosphere is the first domain, which means a solid portion of earth on which we live, and the another is atmosphere, that is gaseous layer over the earth's surface. Okay. Next, in this atmosphere, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases are found. In this atmosphere, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases are found. So, atmosphere, it is the gaseous layer which is surrounding the earth's surface. In this atmosphere, we can find oxygen, nitrogen and the carbon dioxide. Next, so this is the second domain. Then water covers a very big area of earth's surface, and this area is called as a hydrosphere. Now the third domain is hydrosphere. Third domain is hydrosphere. So, it is the water bodies present on the earth's surface. Hydrosphere is the water present on the earth's surface, or the water bodies present on the earth's surface, that we call it as a hydrosphere. So, now this is the third domain. This hydrosphere comprises water in all its forms, that is ice, water and the water vapor. This hydrosphere consists of water, and it may be in the form of water, ice or the water vapor. Okay. So, this hydrosphere, it is made up of water bodies. These water body, maybe it contain a water, or it may be ice, or it may be a water vapor. So, this is about the third domain, that is hydrosphere. Next comes a fourth important domain, that is the biosphere. Is the narrow zone where we find land, water, air together, which contain all forms of life. So, the last main domain is the biosphere. In this biosphere, that biosphere is a narrow zone which contain land, water and the air. Biosphere. Biosphere means it is a narrow zone where air, water and the land are together, which helps for a survival of which helps for a life. So, it is a narrow zone which contains all these rest, zones in it. Okay, so now we have seen 4 important domains of a earth. They are, the first one is the lithosphere, which is the solid crust of a earth. Then the second one is the atmosphere. Atmosphere, it is the layer of air that is surrounding a earth's surface. Then that atmosphere contains gases like nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, etc. Then the third one is, that is hydrosphere. The domain of water is known as a hydrosphere. That hydrosphere may contain water in its all forms. They may be ice or a water vapor or may be a water. Then the fourth important is biosphere. It is a narrow zone where land, water and the air and the life coexist. Okay. So, this is about the 4 main domains of a earth. ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ 4 ಮೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಅರ್ತ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ಥಲ್ಲಿ 4 ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈ ಅರ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ವಿ, ಆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್. ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಗಾಳಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅರ್ತಿನ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಗಾಳಿನ ನಾವು ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್, ಆ ಏರ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್, ಆ ಏರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಐಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಈ ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದೊಂದು ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಝೋನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡು ಇರಬೇಕು, ವಾಟರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಏರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಆಲ್ ದ 4 ಮೇಜರ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ಸ್. ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏರ್, ವಾಟರ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಉಳಿದ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್, ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಝೋನಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಅದೇ ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಉಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ನ ಇದು ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್. Now we are going to see what is lithosphere. Before this, we are going to see here, in the Greek language, lithos means stone, atmos means vapor, hudor means water and bios means life. Okay, so where these all the lithosphere, biosphere and the hydrosphere and atmosphere world came from. These are all derived from the Greek words. They are where litho. Here lithos means stone. Lithos, stone. Then bio means life. Then Hydros is derived from the word hydor, means water. Then atmosphere is derived from the word atmos, which means vapor. See here, all these names are derived from the Greek words lithosphere. It is derived from the Greek word lithos, which means stone. Can you see here? Okay, I'll stand here. This lithosphere is derived from the Greek word lithos, which means stone. Similarly, biosphere is derived from the Greek word bios, which means life. Hydrosphere is derived from the word hydor, which means water, and atmosphere is derived from the word atmos, which means vapor. So, all these are derived from the Greek word. Okay. Now, we are going to see about in detail about the lithosphere. What is lithosphere? The solid portion of earth is called as a lithosphere. Solid portion of earth. This lithosphere, it is the solid portion of earth. It comprises rocks of the earth crust and the thin layers of soil that contain nutrient element which sustain the organisms. So, what this lithosphere contains? This contains rocks and the soil. This soil contains the nutrients which are essential for the life. Lithosphere, it is the solid portion of earth, and this lithosphere is made up of rocks and the layers of soil. That soil in turn contains nutrients which will sustain the life of a animal or a plants on a earth. Okay. Next, there are two main divisions of earth's surface. The large land masses are known as the continents, and the huge water bodies are called as the oceans. So, now we know lithosphere, it is a solid portion of earth and it is made up of rocks and soil layers. Now, this whole earth surface, it is made up of two parts, that is continents and the oceanic basins. So, two main divisions of this is the earth. This earth is divided into two main divisions. One is the continents and the other is the ocean basin. Okay. Then what are the continents and what are the ocean basins? Continents, okay, the large land masses are known as the continents. This is the large land mass. Large land mass is known as the continents. And what are oceanic basins? The water bodies present on earth. The huge water bodies are called as the oceanic basin. Okay. So, the earth has two divisions. First one is continents and the second is ocean basins. Continents are made up of large land mass and the ocean basin is of water bodies. So this is about the division of a earth. Whole earth is divided into two parts, that is the continents and the oceanic bases. The land masses which are present on earth, they are called as the continents, and the water bodies which are present on the earth, they are called as the ocean basins. So this is about the earth. Then all the oceans of the world are connected with one another. So all the oceans of a world, pura world, all the oceans of a whole world are connected with each other. Look at the map of the world. Are all the land masses connected to with one another? So all the ocean bodies, they are connected with one another, but all the continents are not connected with one another. All the land masses are not connected with one another. This can be inferred from this world map. Okay. So all the ocean bodies are connected with one another, but all the continents or the land masses are not connected with one another. The level of sea water remains the same everywhere. Elevation of land is measured from the level of a sea, which is taken as the 0. So sea water height, okay, or the level of sea water, height of the sea water, it will be same throughout the world. If we want to measure the height of any land mass means it may be a mountains or it may be a plateaus, anything. If we want to measure those kind of land masses, we will measure them from the base of we will measure from the sea level, that is, we will take sea level as 0, then we will measure those land masses. Then the highest mountain peak, Mount Everest, is 8,848 meters above the sea level. So what we will do? This is the sea. All the sea will have the same levels, and from the sea level we take this as 0 and will measure the height of all the land masses. Understood? ಇದು ಸಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೀದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಸೀಗಳ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಲೆವೆಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ದ ಹೈಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಆ ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲನ್ನು 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೈಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಳತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೌಂಟ್ ಎವರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎವರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಪೀಕ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 8,848 meters above the sea level. So that Mount Everest is about 8,848 meters above the sea level. Okay, it is the highest peak. The greatest depth of 11,022 meters is recorded at Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so highest peak is Mount Everest, that is about 8,848 meters, and the highest depth is present in Mariana, that is in the Pacific Ocean, that is about 11,022 meters. So this is about the thing. Okay, we'll explain this in Kannada now. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲ್ಪದರ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್, ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ತ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನರಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಲೈಫ್ಗೆ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆಗೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಎರಡು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಓಷನಿಕ್ ಬೇಸಸ್ ಆಗಿ. ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಓಷನ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಓಷನ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಓಷನಿಕ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್ಸು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ, ಆದರೆ ಈ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಈ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್, ಅಟ್ಮೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಬಯೋಸ್, ಈ ವರ್ಡೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೀಕಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲಿಥೋಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅದು ಲಿಥೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್, ಲಿಥೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಥವಾ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಮೋಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಬಂದು ಅಟ್ಮೋಸ್ ವರ್ಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ವೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಬಯೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಬಂದು ಬಯೋಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಫ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಸ್ಪಿಯರ್, ಹ್ಯೂಡೋರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಸಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಹೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ನ 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಸಸ್ ಹೈಟ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಷ್ಟರಿಂದ ಮೇಲ್ ಹೈಟು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಕ್ ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಎವರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅದು 8,848 ಮೀಟ್ರು ಹೈಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಡೀಪ್ ಯಾವುದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಡೀಪ್ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮರಿಯಾನ, ಅದು ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಓಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಂಡುಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 11,022 ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅದು ಡೀಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್. ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ about the continents and everything in the next class. Then thank you.